Hey, it's One Plucky Pixel here, and welcome back to another creative design tutorial. In today's video, we will cover how to place objects into textured surfaces within Adobe Photoshop. Starting things off, we do have several assets ready to go. We do have our tennis ball isolated. We do have our mound of dirt also isolated. And we have our blurred background as well. Now, of course, there is one way to do this. We could select the tennis ball layer. We can apply a quick mask. And by using the regular paintbrush, we could actually paint some of this mask out, revealing the soil underneath. Overall, it's not a bad method, but there is a more effective way to do this. I'm going to delete my layer mask. From here, I'm actually going to lower the opacity of the tennis ball for the time being. Right about here is good. I'll go ahead and zoom in. And now I'm actually going to select my soil layer. Using this as a reference, I'm going to select the Lasso Tool. And very carefully, I'm going to follow some of the edges of the soil. Don't worry if this is not perfect, but of course, if you can follow along the contours of the texture itself, this is a big help. As you can see, I'm following some of the grains of dirt. There are bits of mulch, perhaps some pebbles in between, but roughly I am following those contours. I'm also going to close my selection. Again, don't worry if this is not perfect. I'm just going to encircle my tennis ball like so. And now I go to Select and Mask. From here, you can see that the selection is fairly rough. It's a little too digital for my taste. To correct this, I then select Smart Radius, and very carefully I move my cursor. And as you can see, it is starting to auto-select bits of grain within the dirt itself. Right about here is good. From here, I select OK. I'm going to zoom out using Command-. And I'm also going to bring back the full opacity of the tennis ball layer. From here, I then apply a quick mask. And just like that, the tennis ball is now in place. Overall, this is a fairly realistic result, and is much easier than utilizing the paintbrush manually, but of course we can enhance this further. I'm going to create a new layer above the tennis ball. I'll double click and rename it Shadow. From here, I then right click and select Create Clipping Mask. From here, I can then use my regular paintbrush tool. I'm going to make the brush size a little bigger. Right about here is good. And I will drop that opacity down to about 12% for the time being. I do have a black swatch activated. And I'm going to change my blend mode to multiply. And very carefully, I can actually paint in my shadow. I'm going to roughly follow the light source, painting shadows mainly on the left side like this. And very carefully, I can pat it in, just like that. Of course, I can also lower my opacity. I like going fairly low for more subtle gradations, maybe to about 4%, and once more patting those shadows in. Of course, you're welcome to do this until you get a result that you're happy with. Now, if you would like to refine this further, you can also select the texture layer, which in our case is the soil layer. I'm going to utilize the same process, creating a new layer, double click, naming it Shadow, right click, and select Create Clipping Mask. Once more, I set this to multiply. And I'm just going to gently pat in some shadows over here next to the tennis ball. Alright, and just like that, our work is complete. We now have the tennis ball nestled within the pile of dirt. Of course, this is also a really great technique with other textures. You could be utilizing a clump of rocks, for example, maybe even fabric. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in the next video. As always, thank you so much for watching.